Why, hello there. It is I, the Cheesy Cat, and we are back with another video here today. We have a horse here, and that horse's hair is doing some weird stuff. Okay, there we go. Anyways, if you've seen the title of the video, you can see that this is a video specifically to horses in Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Yes, so I have my horse here. This is going to be pretty much just a video all about horses. So we're not even going to use any weapons, not even going to use any of that, you know, simple stuff. So let's go ahead and break this sword, get rid of this shield, get rid of this bow, and yeah, we got a normal Link here. Nice. So anyways, pretty much let's start with horses. Horses? What are horses? No, let's not do that meme. So yeah, we have horses in Breath of the Wild now, so it's just another way of transportation. If you run a horse on a main trail, which if you look on the bottom right of the map, you'll see lines on the map, the horse will automatically follow that trail. So it's pretty awesome to have a horse, because you can just enjoy the scenery while having your horse ride you to the next area. So I mean, I don't even have to do anything. The horse will just walk in that direction. That was a cool stop, but we'll get into controls later. So, how do you get a horse, might you ask? Well, first of all, you need to find one. But my first suggestion is to get to a stable first. This is Dueling Peak Stable, which was probably the first stable that you'll run into in the game. Now if you explore more in like central Hyrule Field up north, kind of close by the castle, Hyrule Castle, you'll see some more stables over there, and probably even a few wild horses. But until you get to a stable, you won't be able to register a horse. So any horse that you train from the wild and don't register, you'll pretty much lose track of unless it's registered. At least that's what I've seen so far. So I mean, let's get ourselves a horse. Now, a wild horse isn't gonna look at all like this in the game. This is a 100% trained horse. So we're gonna board up this horse. When you do get a horse, I will go over this stuff. So yeah, my horse's name is Cookie. You can watch the YouTube video of when I got him previously. Horses in our care. So let's go ahead and get right to getting some horses. So they're right near this stable. It's pretty darn lucky. Well, not lucky, because the game designers probably made it like that, but it's very nice of them to put two sets of horses around it. So there's like some horses here that spawn, and some horses by the water lake that spawns over there too. But we're gonna try to get one of these horses. Let me try and get that black one. That's a really nice looking horse. So basically, when you start off getting a horse, you wanna sneak up on them. You have to be real quiet, because if you run up at them, they're going to buck you, and it does damage. Buck basically kick the heck out of you, and it does damage. So I mean, the horse won't kill you. Oh, there's some more over there. Didn't even know that. But yes, let's keep quiet. As you can see, this one's not even phased by me. Oh, and we scared him away. Fine then, be that way. Okay. So, you gotta go behind, because if they see you from the front, obviously that will happen. So I was really trying to get this horse. There's just cloud cover. That's probably why. Oh, actually it's getting to be sunset too. So we're going to get right on this horse, and there we go. So you just keep hitting okay, yep. That was not nice. So this one has a bad temperament, I guess. That's probably why it kicked us off. But you just hit L to soothe the horse, and it should let you ride it for the time being. Not good. Very not good. Especially while I'm trying to get this horse. Okay. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we got chased over here. Oh, he can see me. Come on. This might take a little time. Hopefully they don't walk back to the other guy again. So go ahead and slowly walk up to them. Oh. How do you see me? Oh, that's not a good place to walk to. Ah, they're turning around. So I chased this horse around for quite some time. And now that they're motionless, I should be able to get them. So we just want to make sure we're... Oh! Okay, then. Really? I'm going to kill you. Like this. Ugh. Stupid enemies. Ruining my video. Let's go. Okay. Now we're even farther than we needed to be. Oh, okay. Okay, that should do it. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Just be totally and utterly quiet. They're just going all over the place, aren't they? So yes, this is how hard it is to get a horse. It's not this hard. Maybe it's hard because I'm trying to get a specific one. Alrighty. I think this might be the time that I finally get this horse. So just in case you pick a very specific horse, just know that it might be this hard to get them. But there we go, let's go. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. So if you press L enough times, you'll soothe it. And boom, we are done. That is how you do it. So you kind of just have to mash L until he gets okay out of here. Ooh, let's go. So anyways, yes, you mash L until So anyways, you'll mash L until that little thing pops up. It's a little pink thing. You just hit by L to soothe them. Let's see. Well, let's make them go a little fast. Because this is all part of training the horse. So since you got your horse, go ahead and register him. And that's probably the first thing you want to do. Because if you do lose track of them, you probably won't be able to get them back. So, while you're on a horse, hit ZL to target and talk to someone. Let go and press again to target a different person that's in the same area. So we got ourselves a horse. Not much strength, tons of speed though, and good stamina. So strength, I'm going to guess, is just a number that determines how much damage your horse does to enemies when you run into them. Because yes, your horse will do damage to enemies when you run over them with your horse. At least I think that's what's for strength. Speed is basically how fast a horse goes, obviously. And stamina determines how many of those little things you get, the spikes. Basically, you hit A while running at full speed, and it will allow you to run even faster at that. Well, that's not full speed, but basically regular running speed will allow you to run at full speed. And stamina also determines how long that is. So, temperament, wild, of course. This horse is wild indeed after we chased it so much. This is the one I want to register. Let's go. Registration fee for all horses, of course, 20 rupees. We just go ahead and do that. And we get to name our horse. So we're going to name this one, I'm bad at naming things. If you saw my Pokemon videos, you already know this. So here we go. Oh, there we go. I'm going to name him Guardian because a guardian tried to kill us while I was making my video for horses. I don't know, he's a nice black color, so I don't know, I think that's a good name. So there we go, we're going to register him. As you can see, his bond points are at 11. So, gonna talk about some few tools you'll need. There's the saddle and bridle that we got for your horse. That is also something. So if you don't want any of that, just go ahead and don't register your horse. It looks cooler to not have a horse like that, I guess, if you're that way. But either way, you're gonna need some apples. They help with training your horse. And basically we've come into the training part of the video, where you have to train them to get that bond up. So the bonds will definitely help. That's some weird glitching going on there. But the bonds will help do a lot of things. So there we go. Make them a little bit more nicer to us. Let's go ahead and see what that did. But obviously you saw that he was bored. Guardian.
Oh.
Well, I should have just taken it.
Hey.
And let's see. Take horse. We'll see that guardian. Oh, look at that. Feeding him an apple gives him 10 points in bond. That is pretty cool. So yeah, max bond on my first horse, of course. Let's take guardian.
Oh.
And that should be it. So he'll talk about stamina, which is basically something I already mentioned. Well, that's a nice color and stuff like that. He has like boots and a little thing on his nose, so that's cool. So as you can see, he doesn't look very happy to be ridden by me. Oh, he's even trying to bite me. So anyways, what you're gonna want to do is start riding your horse. This will get him to do crazy stuff like that. And what you want to do is turn in the direction you want him to go and keep pressing L. And eventually you'll start seeing more of those sparkles, which is what you want to see. It gives him more points in bond. And basically when you max out your bond, your horse should 100% obey whatever you do. But as long as a horse is wild, he's gonna want to do crazy stuff like that. So you just pretty much ride him and press L until he is completely soothed. And that's the basics of training your horse. The apples do help very much. They help quite a lot. Still a lot of bonding to do here. So I mean, it's not that hard. Once you get a horse, as long as it's registered, there you go. I just like to ride around with him and keep pressing that L button to get them sparkles, and if you do it enough times, you will definitely have a trained horse. Now, any horses that you steal from enemies will automatically be trained for the most part. At least I'm pretty sure. Wild horses are the ones you want. There we go, now we're getting them. Oh, 2 in a row. So yeah, you'll want him to do what you want him to do, and he will. Oh, look at that, I slapped him and he liked me. So we'll get about that control later. But it looks like he's starting to bond with me much better, so we can slow him down. Turn around and go ahead and look at his bond stuff again. So he looks a lot more temperamental. Non-temperamental, I mean. There we go. Let's give another apple while we're at it. And that's basically to feed them. All you do is hold the apple and walk in front of your horse. No need to press any buttons. That's it. So let's see how much the bond has gone up by simply doing this. Oh, okay. Oh, dancing horse time. Okay. Oh, that was my fault. I did not want to do anything silly like that, but see, that was just a little funny. So we're gonna take the horse. Actually, no, this is an easy way to check bonds. So 89, look at that. It's been like 10 minutes, what? And we already got 89 on him. So that's pretty much it for training the horse. Pretty easy, don't you think? Feed him apples and keep soothing, and eventually you'll be in max bond in no time. You might be able to just feed him 10 apples and get that max bond right away, but I haven't really tried it, but you can try it for yourself. And it'll probably be much easier than riding it around. You can probably train a horse in like less than 5 minutes if you have enough apples. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As for controls, to start your horse, you go ahead and just press forward on the control stick. Doesn't matter what direction you're on. And on top of that, to turn left, you hit left, and to turn right, you hit right. And it doesn't matter what direction you're facing again, you'll always turn left. So I'm hitting left, turning left, hitting right, turning right. It doesn't depend on which way you're looking, it depends on which way your horse is looking. Obviously, I said this already, but your horse will follow the trail that is drawn on the map, and it's really good for getting to places with basically away from the game, just without looking at the game. So, A is to make your horse go faster, so you can do a regular walk, a little canter, and start the running. After you're at this speed, you hit the A button to do a sprint, and that will be max speed for a little bit time. The time will be longer the more stamina your horse has, and the more of those you'll have with your horse, the more stamina they have as well. And I mean, lastly is to stop your horse. You hit down once to lower down a speed, so we can lower down to that speed. And then the next thing is, if you're already going at the higher speed, you can hit down and hold it to stop him on the dime. And he'll do that. As you can see, he also jumped over stuff. So while he's running at this speed right here, he will jump over things. And I mean, the horse pretty much can't go where it's not supposed to. So if it comes to an edge, he will not be able to go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also back up your horse. Pretty easy. So that's the controls right there. Really easy to get a horse, really easy to train it. So I mean, it's not that bad. The last thing I can talk about on controls is if you're turning your horse yourself, you can hold ZL, which does reset the camera if you're facing another way. But it also, if you hold it while turning, it will keep the direction in front of you to be the direction you want. So if you are piloting the horse yourself, weird word for it, then you'll be able to look what's in front of you at all times. So that's pretty easy. Pretty easy, huh? So yeah. Actually, it looks like you don't even need to hold it. Just press it and it'll automatically go. Just don't hit that right stick, because then that's what messes us up. So, we are pretty much done with controls here.
Hey!
Obviously, I said you hit ZL and A to talk to someone. You cannot do that while running though, so you'll have to slow down. And I mean, that's pretty much it for horses. Just a little 20-minute video on everything about horses. Obviously, you can attack while on horses. Let's go ahead and grab a weapon while we're at it. You can't use any runes while you're on horses, so I don't know why I did that. But yes, swords. Big swords, there's just a weird side swipe like that. Don't want to scare a horse here. The small swords are obviously a faster swipe. I think spears are the best for horses, because you can get that range on enemies, and Link will automatically target any enemies you're flying past, so you can just run up with your horse, get some damage on your horse, do that. You can throw a boomerang while on a horse, but I'm not sure how great that is. It looks like it'll still come back to you for the most part. What if you're running? Yeah, look at that. Oh, I missed it though. So yeah, yeah, some cool stuff. You can jump off your horse while he's running, too. You can also jump off of him while he's walking, or pretty much anything. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Basically everything about the horse. Feed him apples to get him trained real quick. And I mean, you'll have a horse for your adventure in the Breath of the Wild. So anyways, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Not much to see here, just gonna pet my horse. You can also use the bow. Oh yeah, I didn't even show that. There you go. You can do it while moving your horse too. So that's some strategy to think about. It's a lot harder to aim, so you might want to do it with motion controls, but it's possible. And before I forget, you can call your horse by whistling. So if you whistled at the beginning of the game and didn't know what it was for, this is exactly what it's for, to call your horse. Pretty awesome, huh? So yeah, you cannot call your horse anywhere it wouldn't be able to hear you. So if you're too far, or in a shrine or something like that, your horse won't magically pop up there. It has to be in an area where it can hear you. So it can actually hear you from very far away, so it's a good thing to note. But obviously, if you can't, then he won't come, and the game will let you know that your horse can't come. So, when you whistle, and he's running towards you, you can actually jump on him while he's running to keep him walking. And if you do it with good timing, he will keep running. So yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything about the horse. So, this is pretty much going to be the end of the video since I'm making it drag on too far. Got our horse stuff going on. Got our video here. So, this is pretty much it. Hope you like watching. Hope it helps you train your horse and get horse things going on your own very run through on this game. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, pretty awesome addition to a Zelda game, especially for an open world one. Much faster way to get to places, and much easier since the horse basically walks itself. So either way, this is the end of the video. Hope you like watching it. So, if you like watching the video, like it, of course. Comment below if you want to know anything else specific about horses that I didn't go over and probably already know. Or you can comment your own suggestions, or the names that you named your horses and stuff like that. Or even suggest a name for another horse in my videos. But yeah, just hit that, use that comments to give your feedback and anything you'd like. Lastly is to subscribe. I got more videos coming out like this, basically as I think of it, but mostly my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild videos are going to be limited to story only. If I do run into something like this that is a cool mechanic that I can go into deeper detail to, then I will try and do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Hit that subscribe and watch my videos. Either way, this is the Cheesy Cat, and I'll see you in the next video.